My name is Syed Mujtaba. I work for Civil Service India. Today I am going to talk to you about how to crack Civil Services exam, strategy, methods and techniques. We begin with a brief introduction about what is Civil Services India exam is all about. So the Union Public Service Commission conducts Civil Services exam every year for recruiting officers for the Government of India. There are about 700 to 800 posts every year that is filled through the exams conducted by the Union Public Service Commission of India, and which includes Group A service, Group B service and other allied services. In the Group A you have the IAS, the IFS and the IPS services, and subsequently you have other grouping services where you fill the vacancies. Now Civil Service exam is one of the most prestigious exams in India, and it is a test of the knowledge, it is a test of your endurance, and no matter how much you prepare, the results are highly unpredictable. However, with the right kind of preparation and with correct guidance, you can crack the Civil Services exam. So Civil exams are held in three stages: the prelims, the mains and the interview. In the prelim stage, there are something about 5 lakhs people who apply for Civil Services prelims exam, but only 5,000 out of that gets finally selected. The rest of them are eliminated. They move to the next stage, that is the mains stage. Here about out of that 5,000 students who are selected, some 2,500 students are selected. After the mains exam, these 2,500 students, they go for the personality test, or which is called the interview test. So out of these 2,500 students, some 600 to 700 students finally get the job. So eventually 600 to 700 are selected and they become the officer in the central services of the Government of India. Every year UPSC releases its notification for the eligibility criteria in its website, sometimes in the month of February. Now the age limit for this exam is 21 to 32 years. Educational qualification is only graduation in any subject, with only pass percentage from any government recognized university. Only Indian national can write this exam. The filling of the form starts just after the notification that takes place in the month of February, and the prelims exams are held in the last Sunday of the month of May. Every last Sunday of the May, the date is fixed for the one-day prelims exam. The main exam is held in October and the personality test takes place in February and March. The final results of one academic calendar is there in the April month of the next year, and then finally those who get selected, they get the job, and those who can't get selected, they have to again reappear in the prelims exam in the month of May. Prelims exam is only a screening test and it's only of a qualifying nature. It consists of 2 papers. One is General Studies and the second is General Study Paper 2, which is called CSAT. This is only for the screening purpose. Out of 5 lakh people who actually apply, there are 1 lakh people who write the test, and this 5,000 people has to be screened out from these many numbers. So they have to write, it's a one-day test. It happens in 2 sessions. First session is General Studies Paper 1 and second is General Study Paper 2 in the afternoon session. General Study Paper 1 is the objective type paper. Here questions are 4 multiple choice. Among them only 1 is correct, and the candidates are required to tick the correct answer, and there are 100 questions which you have to answer in 120 minutes, and that is the 2 hours duration. The total marks in 200 score, if you can score 185 out of 200, you can think that you are going to qualify for the mains exam. Every year the cutoff percentage differs year to year. Now the second paper, that is GS2, General Studies Paper 2, which is also called Civil Services Aptitude Test. It's called CSAT. It's an objective, it's also an objective type. Here 80 questions are asked in 120 minutes, that is 2 hours. And the total marks here also is 200. Again 4 multiple choices there and 1 is correct. The paper, the CSAT paper or the paper General Studies Paper 2 is only for qualifying nature. The marks of Paper 2 General Studies or CSAT is not counted. Only the Paper 1 marks are being counted, but qualifying The second paper, that is CSAT paper, General Studies paper 2, is must for qualifying the prelims exam. If you fail in the CSAT, then your whole entire effort is gone wrong, no matter how much marks you score. But you have to score 33% marks in the paper. That means you have to, out of 200, you have to score 66 marks. Otherwise, you will be disqualified from the prelims exam. The second stage is the mains exam. The mains exam comprises of the 9 papers. 2 are only of qualifying nature, that is your language and English. So that is only for qualifying paper. Rest of the 7 papers are counted as a merit exam. So paper A is a compulsory Indian languages. These are 300 marks questions, 3 hours, 300 qualifying marks is there, and it is of descriptive type. You have to describe. It is not an objective type. You have to describe your answers. The second one is the English, which is also a descriptive type of answers you have to write. It is for 3 hours. Total marks is 300. And these 2 are qualifying nature paper. The marks are not counted. The third paper, which from where the marks are being counted, it's called the essay paper. This comes under the merit category. Then you have paper 4, which is General Studies paper 1, which again is for 3 hours, 250 marks. It is for the merit. Then you have paper 2, General Studies paper 2. It again is for 3 hours. Marks is 250 and it is descriptive. General Studies paper 3, again the same thing, 3 hours, 250 marks, it has to be descriptive. All these are. General Studies paper 4, 250 marks, you have to have a descriptive answer and it will be in the merit list. This takes care of there are 4 General Studies paper, and each of the General Studies paper 1, 2, 3, 4 are of 250 marks and 3 hours is the time frame. Then you have optional paper 1, any optional paper what you have to take, and it is 3 hours 250, and then on the same optional paper you have the second paper 2, which is like that is divided, only one paper is there, which is divided into 2 parts. Paper 1 and paper 2. Whichever optional paper you take, history, geography, political science, you will have to undergo 2 exams for only one paper, not 2 different subjects. More than 45 optional subjects. Out of that, you have to select one subject for your mains exam. So 4 General Studies paper is for 1000 marks. 2 papers, optional papers it is for 500 marks. Essay paper is for 250 marks. So the total marks which is at stake in the mains exam is 1750. So 1750, anybody who can score something around 1200 to 1500 marks can think about qualifying to the interview stage. Now the interview stage is the third and the last stage of the civil services exam. Here candidates are interviewed by a competent board in Delhi, and that is the last phase of this exam, and this exam comprises of 275 marks. So a score of say something 200 plus out of 275 can be considered as a good score, and that can be added to your mains exam, and that will make the merit list. So out of the total, 1750 and 275, that makes about 2000 odd. If you are scoring something like 1800 and plus, that is going to take you to the merit list, and in the merit list you will get a job. So that's all today for the Civil Services India. This is just an information. My name is Dr. Syed. I work with Civil Services India. Thank you.